Okay, before I teach you how to use a head, I first want you to be familiar with the environment of it and what exactly it is. A head is a presentation tool. Traditional presentation tools, people usually think of PowerPoint. Prezi is a more recent presentation tool, and this is more similar to Prezi than it would be to PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a presentation tool built on slides, and so a presentation will proceed from one slide to the next slide, and so when you're ready for a new topic, you simply go to a new slide. A head is quite different because it works with the concept of a space, and so this brand new empty head document, this space right here is what I fill up with my information, and then so I have all of my different pieces within the same space, and then to make it go from one topic to the next, I create what's called scenes, and then it navigates from one scene to the next scene. So the concept is a little bit different from what we traditionally consider to be a presentation device. The default size is what you're looking at. It will shrink and grow as you work. If my space is pretty full and I just were to plop something, say right here, the space grows to fit the new material I put down. So this is a brand new space that I haven't done anything to yet. These are the tools that I'll be using. They'll be explained in later segments. But to make this a little bit clearer, I'm going to open the example space that I made for you with the bully-proof vest. So that's opening now. And you can see it opens to show the first scene. I'm not sure why that didn't open. Let me try that again. Bully vest. Okay, so this is the scene that I designated as being the first scene. If I use my scroll wheel and zoom out, you can now see the more of the whole space. I want to move that a little bit, so I need to do what's called panning. The easiest way to pan is to hold down my mouse button, hold down my space bar and drag over that way, and that's how I pan. So I hold my space bar and hold the mouse button and drag. Okay, now you can see everything in my scene. You can also see that there's a lot of different sizes of stuff. The size of stuff inside of scenes doesn't matter at all. And in fact, if you go through and look at this scene, or look at the various scenes, you'll see that they all look the same size once you get to them. That's because when you define scenes, you define them to be exactly around the size of what they are, and then everything gets zoomed up to full size. So that's one of the features it uses, is to have a zoom in sort of effect. And you get that zoom in effect by making some of the items smaller than others. And then once you do that, you put scenes over them, and if the scene is the same size as the actual item, it'll zoom in to show you at full size. You can, later on, I'll get to scenes more, but I just want you to see what scenes actually look like. If I turn that on, all of these dotted rectangles define each scene that I've created. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 scenes. And they play in the order in which they're numbered. This one has the number 1. It's not visible right now, but you can clearly see this is the second scene. And it goes on from there. And so you'll learn how to do that in the following tutorials, but I thought it would be helpful if you could see what a space looked like when it was finished. And I often work with the scenes turned off so that I can focus on the actual material. And so you'll have one big space with a lot of stuff inside of your space, and then you define scenes to go on top of your pieces, and your presentation will navigate from scene to scene. I think you'll enjoy it, and yeah, onward.